Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Gemini today. Thank you for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If you feel called to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, Gemini, let's have a look to see what's going on for you for the month of September. Okay. All right, let's get some more out. Strongest energies, please, Spirit, for Gemini for the month of September. Okay, strongest energies, please. Ooh, that's a lot. We're going to take them all, though. Okay, Spirit, let's have a look. What do we have? We have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. We have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. And we have nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon. Interesting. And we also have cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Interesting. So this feels very connected to the full moon eclipse that we just had on the 8th, 7th, 8th, depending on where you are in the world, of September, which brings that end to a cycle. Full moons are all about releasing, and there was a massive shift with that eclipse. There's also, interesting, nothing will come of this situation. I'm getting that void energy. So when something ends, before something begins, there's just kind of this void holding space kind of energy. And that's to kind of, it has purpose, even though it can be a frustrating time where you feel like nothing is moving. But this is deep cellular healing. This is where that physical and emotional healing occurs. It's almost that pause, that rest. So, yeah, hold steady during this void time, because this eclipse has just kind of released a massive amount of energy that cannot come with you into the new. So with this energy here, bring love into the situation, meditate and contemplate. That meditate and contemplate energy is that pause, that allow yourself to heal, to be, especially with eclipse seasons, full moons, they can make us tired. They can also bring up a lot of emotion. And so bring love into the situation is that self-love, self-compassion, whatever's coming up. Even if it's kind of dark and dense energy, the best way to shift that energy is with the vibration of love. So this change is happening. You may be in a void energy right now, like a holding space, a holding pattern. But Spirit's here to remind you that it is happening. Keep holding the vision, as in the new energy will arrive. We are having some upgrades, which are beautiful at this time. Can be a little bit dense with cycles ending, but hold steady, Gemini. Okay. A lot of energies that came out for you today. Let's dive into the tarot, your Celtic cross for the month of September. Strongest energies, please, Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay, we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This may be, it's interesting, I see the moon in this as well. Maybe bringing up, the moon may be releasing a lot of past energy. So this is an energy of nostalgia as well. So a lot of stuff from your past may be coming up, emotions. But it's coming up to be released. It's popping out there. The sun, yeah. It's coming up to be illuminated as well. Interesting. Let's have a look at your energy. The Eight of Swords, yeah. Trapped in your mind. Okay. This is a self-imposed prison because she has the sword there to set herself free. Interesting because Spirit wanted me to see the sun there. So something's being illuminated. You can have that clarity with the sword to set yourself free from this energy that you are in. You just need to move through this process because it can be quite a heavy process, right? Okay, let's have a look at your challenge, the Magician. Look at that massive moon in this card. Interesting. I'm getting knowledge from this card, which is not well, it is a typical magician. It's all about having the tools, right, to manifest, to create. But there's something about the moon that's giving you some sort of wisdom here. I'm seeing the book. So you're gaining some wisdom to set yourself free from the self-imposed mental prison. Okay, interesting. What is in your focus and your awareness? The Lovers. So this is a card of, the original card of a decision. This could be about a romantic connection or a connection in general. But I'm getting a decision here with this card. Okay, maybe this is why you're trapped in your mind at this time. What don't you see coming? The Six of Pentacles. This is balance. This is reciprocal energy. That energy of giving and receiving. Okay. Interesting. What's influencing this spread? The Nine of Pentacles. Wow. This is one of independence. This is one of self-sufficiency, financial independence. Interesting. This is also the single card. So if there's single Geminis out there, you may be in your head about entering a connection, a union. This could also be in business as well. It doesn't always have to be romantic. Interesting. What's in your future energy? The Two of Pentacles. Is that juggling? Is that balance? Okay. What's coming towards you? The Seven of Cups. This is confusion, illusion, options. Yeah, options, and that's why in your focus you've got decisions to make. Hence why you're trapped in your mind. Okay. Let's have a look at what's in your advice. The Fool. Take a leap of faith. Wow. Isn't that interesting, that eclipse also in this card? And what's your likely outcome here? The Three of Swords. Some pain, some discomfort. Interesting, the sword, even though it's a 3 of swords, I only see one sword, and it's in the cup. And it's something about this sword here, cutting herself free, setting herself free. It's about this knowledge that you're receiving. It may be some painful knowledge. You know, sometimes we have an aha moment, and it can sometimes be overwhelming or bring up some pain, particularly if it's related to the past. Interesting. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on this, Gemini. Because you are closing something out, which is typical of eclipse season, but you're gaining some sort of awareness. And I wonder if this is that guide to meditate and to contemplate. Because, yeah, you're gaining some sort of clarity, awareness. Let's dive in further. Spirit, why is the 8 of Swords here for Gemini? Interesting. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups. What I'm getting with this as well, with your likely outcome, here's that cup, that Ace of Cup with the sword in it. This is a card of discomfort and pain. And you're in your head overthinking about love. So this may be in relation to a connection, but this also could just be allowing love in, feeling the emotion of love, whatever that is for you. That's just within family, friends, what you do, life in general, right? You really, it's a self-imposed prison, and it is to do with emotion. Okay, why is the Magician in your challenge at this time? Here's the 2 of Cups. Gemini, what was your reading last August? Let me just have a quick look. Let love in. Ooh, okay, so this energy is still here from the end of August. Let love in. Okay, the Magician, as I was saying before, is around the tools, having the tools to manifest, create, attract. And we do have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be romantic, with it being love, but this could be a business, a job, something that you really love. This could be family connections. This could be friends. This could just be loving self as well. So apply it where it fits. And the Magician is clarified by the Death card. Now this is Scorpio energy. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio. But what I'm getting with this is an ending and a rebirth. This is a massive transformation. And you're going through physical and emotional healing here. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is an end. So you're moving through, and I believe this is set off with the eclipse. So being influenced with this full moon eclipse. Interesting. Total eclipse of the heart. Hearing that song now. Have a look at those lyrics. There might be something in there that resonates with you. But the challenge here is to move through this change, because you're gaining some knowledge, some clarity that allows you to bring love into your life, into your world. My goodness. Okay, let's have a look at the Lovers. Why is the Lovers in your focus? Why is the Lovers here, please, Spirit? We have the Justice at the bottom of the deck. This is balance, which I know you've had. That came through in your reading. Was it your reading, Gemini, that said to lose balance for love is to find a balanced life? I think I even butchered that quote back in your last reading as well. But it's okay to lose balance here. And maybe that's what you're overthinking. The Lovers is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the World, and the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about, this is Virgo energy going within, because there is a new energetic cycle here. There is a new beginning. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Because, yeah, there is something coming around again with this moon. So the moon's clearing out what doesn't serve you, and you're stepping into this new energy. I do feel like this, however, with the Hermit going within, is that void energy in between. So you are moving into this new energy, but there's just a moment to meditate and contemplate, to go within, because there is knowledge here. That's with the Magician as well. You're gaining some sort of clarity and knowledge. And the Queen of Pentacles is about stability. And the Lovers is a decision, a choice, but it's also about that balance, right? You're wanting to decide or make a decision that is grounded. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles is what's influencing this. So let's have a look. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Okay, getting quite a bit of cards come out for you to clarify. Okay, so with the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, the Chariot, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Okay, we have Cancer energy here with the Chariot. So the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, this is communication. This is good news. This could also be, ironically, because I feel like two separate energies. This could be a job and a passionate new beginning, a passionate offer. This could be two different offers in love, but one from a earth sign and one from a fire sign. They don't have to be, but they just obviously feel like different energies. But there's obviously something that's come in that you've attracted. And with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot, there's this feeling of wanting to run. I want to say run. Maybe this is the runner-chaser dynamic. With the Knight of Wands, they're both actually energies of travel for me, so that may apply for some. The Knight of Wands can be that in and out energy, wanting to move towards it but then doubting, or which again with this Lovers, right? It's a bit of a decision to make. But yeah, there's this sense of wanting to run, potentially to remain single or independent, not wanting to collaborate, not wanting to enter union. You're attracting something in here, and yeah, it's giving me runner vibes. Interesting. Bring love into the situation. Meditate and contemplate. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look at the Six of Pentacles, what you don't see. Where's the Six of Pentacles here for the sign of Gemini, please, Spirit? The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords. This is a decision. And ironically, it's interesting, you wanted to be very grounded and balanced in your decision making. And here's the decision, and here is the energy of balance and grounded energy. This is reciprocal as well, balanced. So it's great that it's in your awareness, because what you don't see is that I feel like you're going to make a new decision, not a new decision, interesting, a new decision? You're going to make a new decision, one that you haven't considered. Maybe this is part of the knowledge that you're gaining through this transition. Maybe you're gaining maybe you thought it was this way or that way, and neither kind of sat with you, and then all of a sudden you got inspiration, or you got some clarity and awareness that actually there is a third decision here, a third choice, another avenue. Interesting. That aligns, that it feels more balanced. And this is that new decision. I'm getting new decision. You have a new decision here. Fascinating. Okay. Let's see what's coming towards you with the Seven of Cups here. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Gemini? Yeah, Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is about options to make a decision. And the Six of Pentacles again. Wow. So what you don't see coming is this option, these choices here. But you will make a grounded, again with the Ace of Wands, you will make a grounded choice, a grounded decision. Maybe you just need that time in the void to meditate and contemplate, because you are gaining more clarity or more knowledge. I would say more knowledge or more awareness. Maybe because there was this confusion, and now you're more balanced in being able to make this decision. I keep hearing new decision. Interesting. So let's look at the Fool. Your Fool is your advice. So why is the Fool here for Gemini, please, Spirit? Wow. The Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is also in your future energy. The Fool is in your advice, and it's clarified by the Two of Swords again, and the Two of Cups. 2-2, maybe seeing 2-2. The Fool is a leap of faith. You are making a decision to come together. This could be coming together within self, working with your higher self. This could be coming together in love. This can be coming together and collaborating in a job that you love. This may be creating a life that you love. It's taking a leap of faith to this, because you are making a decision. That leap of faith is going down a new path. Like I said, this is a new decision. And I wonder, because there was so much uncertainty, so maybe too many options, or just confusion. I'm getting confusion here, because there was two energies that came in, that's influencing this, that created confusion, but I feel like you're gaining balance here because you thought the option was that or that, and actually you've gone grounded, I'm healed physically, emotionally, going through this cycle in this eclipse season, and I'm following that heart, that cup, and you're making a grounded, balanced decision here, again with the Two of Pentacles, a balanced decision. And this may not just be that or that option, it's a totally new option for some. Wow, this is interesting. Let's have a look at the Three of Swords for Gemini. Why is this in your likely outcome? Why is the Three of Swords here? Beautiful. We have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, on the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Swords is clarified by the Death card again, and the Nine of Wands. So this is that ending. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This doesn't have to be an ending of a job or a relationship. This could just be the end of this self-imposed prison that you've held on to or been in. Because remember, there's physical and emotional healing. There is stuff potentially from the past that you've been carrying that you are letting go. And it's ironic because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. These are all the wars, these 9 wands are all the wars that he has fought over the years. And it's interesting, it's that it can be a sign of exhaustion and perseverance. But again, it's about looking at how far you've come, that Six of Cups, that nostalgic energy. How much you've grown and changed and transformed over the years. Because this is a cycle that and you know, a lot of the times we do repeat life lessons and we don't even realize it's a life lesson until you start seeing the pattern. So it's not a bad thing to repeat it because it's part of the learning process, right? So there may be patterns that you're releasing. You're actually gaining some awareness and clarity and setting yourself free from this pain. Hence the sword that I keep getting in this card, the sword and the cup. You're gaining clarity of why this was so painful and hard or challenging over the years. And you have clarity of what the cup, your wish fulfillment, where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting in life. Beautiful. So let's have a look at the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles in the future energy for Gemini? Yeah, so we have the Death card still at the bottom there, that transformation. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Ooh, interesting. I feel like this is just the transformation that you've gone through, this whole spread, massive release. And with the Two of Pentacles, they can be a card of juggling, but it's also a card of balancing. And I've got that like in your energy for some time now, Gemini, about balance. And ironically, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, so like a career. The Hierophant to me is a card of family, commitments, marriage, all that kind of stuff as well. And I feel like you're balancing the two. You're balancing your personal life. This is also spirit, right? So your connection to your higher self, what brings you joy, remember, that wish fulfillment, but also that desire to master your craft with the Eight of Pentacles. Do something that you love. there can be balance with work and life. And this is in your future energy, Gemini. This is beautiful. Okay, if you're keen to see your end of September reading, I highly recommend that you subscribe so you don't miss out. But this is your reading, Gemini. I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.